Jesus of Nazareth earned critical praise from the one critic who mattered the most. On the day the miniseries was first broadcast, the Pope recommended the film to Catholics around the world. Movies in Time will continue in a moment.
Jesus of Nazareth on Movies in Time, next on the History Channel.
The critically acclaimed, Emmy Award-winning Band of Brothers, Sunday, April 11th at 9 on the History Channel. Give it a hero's welcome.
In the last year, cable rates have increased more than 5 times the rate of inflation. Excessive? We think it's piggish. Don't let the pig in. Switch to Dish Network Satellite TV and save. Get over 60 channels, all in 100% digital delivery for as low as $29.99 a month, including your local channels, your local news, weather, sports, and more. Call now or visit a local participating retailer.
Who let the pigs in?
Call today and get the digital home advantage from Dish Network. That's satellite TV for the whole house with free standard professional installation in up to 4 rooms. There's no equipment to buy and no commitment. With Dish Network, get great channels like ESPN, Lifetime, USA Network, the Discovery Channel, and much more. Get premium movie packages like HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, Stars, and 32 channels of pay-per-view. What's more, call now and get Dish Video on Demand service. You can pause and replay live TV. Plus, you can record up to 100 hours of your favorite shows without videotape and fast forward through what you don't want to see.
That's it! I'm calling Dish Network!
There's never been a better time to switch to Dish Network. Get satellite TV in your whole house with no equipment to buy and no commitment. Over 60 channels, including local channels, for as low as $29.99 a month. Call now or visit a local participating retailer and dump cable today.
On Cult TV Tuesday,
Shelley and I were opposite.
what really happened behind the bar?
There was a real powerful sexual tension.
Last call at Cheers. Then,
if there was an event in the Olympics for comedy, I think we'd take at least the silver.
from unknown to unbelievable,
And totally unique.
Laverne and Shirley put the schlemiel in the schlemazel.
It's a rodeo dodo.
Cult TV Tuesday at 9, only on the Biography Channel.
Where do you get your...
All car dealerships are not created equal. Consider Duncan Motorplex with Duncan's Hokie Honda, Duncan Hyundai, and Duncan Honda Motorsports. Beyond the motor mile and miles above the rest. At Duncan's Hokie Honda, buy a new Honda now and benefit with our exclusive 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. We have 2004 CRVs, Pilots, Odysseys available for immediate delivery. Also, check out our great selection of pre-owned certified Hondas. Discover the Duncan difference at Duncan's Hokie Honda. Beyond the motor mile at the Duncan Motorplex. www.duncanmotorplex.com.
I've made my share of bad choices. Like these losers. What was I thinking? Taking the step to digital cable was the smartest choice I've ever made. Maybe my luck is changing.
Call now and for only $5 more per month for 5 months, get your choice of multiple screens of your favorite movie channel.
The reasons are obvious. The best premium channels, CD quality music, and choices that fit the way I live.
Get Adelphia Digital Cable and save with this limited time offer. Entertainment you can't get anywhere else.
At genealogy.com, discover the history of your family. Now with a free trial membership, it's even easier to begin. Visit genealogy.com today.
You are watching Jesus of Nazareth on the History Channel.
Joining me here in the studio to continue our conversation about Jesus of Nazareth are Professors John McGuckin and W. Barnes Tatum. John the Baptist was also known as John the Forerunner. What was his relation to Jesus?
The Eastern Christian world calls him John the Forerunner, and never calls him John the Baptist. The West calls him the Baptist. His relation to Jesus is stated in the Gospel of Luke, but not in the Gospel of Matthew, as being kin-related. Mary is a kinswoman of Elizabeth, which I suppose makes him roughly a cousin. That's never referred to again after the statement of the early part of the Gospel. Modern historical-based scholarship has recently suggested that there's a much deeper relationship between Jesus and John the Baptist, even to the extent that Jesus may have been at some stage a disciple of the Baptist movement. Later on in the film, we see Jesus gathering his own disciples, almost as if from nowhere. But we know from the records that all of the core of Jesus' disciples were originally the core of the disciples of John the Baptist.
Professor Tatum, who were the Zealots, and what did they want?
The Zealots generally is a name that designates those Jews who were zealous for God, zealous for the law, zealous for the land, and who considered Roman occupation to be something of an abomination, and so therefore were willing to take up arms with the objective of ridding Israel of Roman presence.
The king of Judea at this time was Herod the Great, portrayed in this episode by Peter Ustinov. Didn't he owe allegiance to Rome?
Well, not only did Herod owe allegiance to Rome, he owed his position to Rome. His father had distinguished himself as a servant of Rome before Herod himself, and then Herod, under his father, also had proven his loyalty to Rome. And so he, as a result of Roman action, became king of the Jews. In fact, there's a very interesting little tidbit in Josephus, the Jewish historian, which says that Herod went to Rome, was taken into the Senate chamber. Anthony, who was his patron at the time, recommended that he be acclaimed king of the Jews, king of Judea, and that was done. And this wonderful little scene where he comes out of the Senate chamber with Octavian on one side of him, who later would become Augustus, and Antony on the other, and we're told that Antony threw a party for him that very evening. And so central to his policy throughout his life was certainly recognizing the allegiance that he had to Rome.
Herod was a practicing Jew, but why was he so despised?
Well, one of the main reasons was that he represented Roman occupying power. But he was also from Idumea, which is the territory south of Judea. It's south of the Gaza Strip today, so almost Egyptian. And many of the purists of Israel at the time of Jesus regarded him as not Jewish at all. Another reason that he raised eyebrows was he was one of the great Hellenizers, a long tradition of kings who wanted to turn Palestine into a thoroughly Greek state. His great act of piety, the building of the temple, whose great ruins are still in Jerusalem today, was done in such a way that it is clearly a great work of Hellenistic architecture. And lastly, from what we know from sources both in the Gospel and around the Gospel, he was a fairly brutal, repressive megalomaniac. When you look at the surviving palaces and archaeological remains, Machaerus and Masada associated with Herod, you see this incredible desire to protect himself. I think the ordinary people, and the Gospels represent the perspective of ordinary people, had very little love for such a ruler.
What should we look for in the next episode of Jesus of Nazareth?
Well, we now go on into the baptism of Jesus. The film will open with that, and Jesus gathering his own disciples and the start of the teaching ministry. The baptism is a very interesting scene. It's almost impossible to graphically depict it. There's something of an anticlimax in the film version. We see a white dove circling over Jesus. But the text is intriguing because it's based upon a Jewish homily on the text of Isaiah, where the prophet laments the absence of God and cries out, oh, that one day God would split the heavens. And the story of the baptism of Jesus focuses around this notion of the heavens splitting apart. We can't blame Zeffirelli for not being able to capture that.
But doesn't Jesus accepting the baptism of John itself support this kind of respect that Jesus had for John, getting back to our earlier discussion about the relationship?
Absolutely, absolutely. there's been some interesting speculation on what was John doing in baptizing. The film generally portrays the baptism as a rather personal repentance, cleansing of sins. But some have said that he's positioned directly between the temple and people going back to the north of Israel. In other words, cleansing people who have been on a pilgrimage at the temple. And John's proximity in that baptismal scene by the river to the Qumran remains, the Essenes of Qumran, who were also in radical protest at the temple priesthood. They'd withdrawn themselves. They too regarded that anybody who went into the temple for the rituals there would, in fact, not be cleansed, but be defiled. So it might well be that John is making a radical protest statement against the priests of the temple. Of course, we find the same thing coming back in Jesus at the end of his life.
We'll keep those theories in mind as this miniseries continues. Professor, it's nice to have both of you with us. Thank you for joining us. And please join us again here on Movies in Time. We will continue to look at Jesus of Nazareth. I'm Josh Binswanger. Thanks for joining us.
It will be him. Man, myth, and Messiah.
Who is this man?
I am the resurrection.
Stone him!
You know the legends. Now, see his life story.
Behold,
Jesus of Nazareth on Movies in Time. Continues next on the History Channel.
Welcome to Movies in Time. I'm Josh Binswanger. The British actor Robert Powell was just 23 years old when he was cast as Jesus Christ in the miniseries Jesus of Nazareth. After his makeup was applied for the first time, Powell looked in a mirror and was shocked by his resemblance to the Jesus he had seen in paintings and books. Powell also noticed that whenever he walked on the set, the film crew immediately stopped swearing. Beyond the appearance of Jesus, director Franco Zeffirelli remained true to the story Christians learn in Sunday school. Coming up during our Movies in Time intermission, and again at the conclusion of the episode, I'll be joined by our guest historians, who will tell us just how much of this drama is history and how much is Hollywood.
I think one of the great merits of Zeffirelli's film is the rather convincingly dramatic way that he's been able to meld together these two very different approaches to Jesus that we see in the four Gospels themselves.
That's still to come. But first, here is Robert Powell in Jesus of Nazareth, beginning with the death of Joseph and the baptism of Jesus.
Time Machine Saturday, brought to you in part by Lexus.
All cars have headlights to illuminate the road ahead. But Lexus has developed a headlight that actually rotates up to 15 degrees to reveal what's around the bend before you get to the bend. What kind of a difference can 15 degrees make? A very noticeable one.
So, how much software do you want to buy?
Mr. Mooney's not here.
So, how much software do you want to buy?
Are you tired of pushy software salesmen?
So...
Buy software on your terms with Flex Select licensing from Computer Associates.
Round-the-clock service, you'll feel really good riding with Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
A promotion, a raise, and...
Just when you thought it couldn't get any better.
I'm not in a cubicle anymore.
Along comes And to push it over the top.
Sold out concert, front row seats, and a backstage pass.
That leads us to And from AT&T. You can get the convenience of local and long distance together from the company you trust. And here comes the icing on the cake. Unlimited internet for just $11.95 a month. Half the cost of AOL.
He's sensitive, loves kids, and puts the seat back down.
Call 1-800-ATT-4ALL now and save $120 a year.
a designer bag, 3 pairs of shoes, and all on sale.
Local,
Long distance,
and internet.
all from one company and all on one bill.
Made my flight, got upgraded to first class, and sat next to a supermodel.
And brings it all together from AT&T.
Can I ask a few questions about the apartment on Park Street?
What was your name?
My name is Juan Hernandez.
It's been rented.
Hello, my name is Sanjay Kumar. I am calling about the apartment on Park Street.
It just rented.
My name is Tyrone Washington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street.
It's not available.
I use a wheelchair and...
It's gone.
Hello, my name is Graham Wellington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street. Is that still available?
Yes, it is.
What is?
Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim, call us.
I can always tuck them in at night.
I can stop waiting. I can keep winning.
I can. Can you?
You can with Adelphia's high-speed internet service. It's faster than dial-up and DSL. Order now and get 5 months of service for only $24.95 per month. Only Adelphia lets you say.
I can.
I can.
I can. Can you?
Order Adelphia's high-speed internet service at 877-473-FAST.
Down, Law Dog. This here pistol's got a muzzle velocity of 700 feet per second.
Woo! Technology. It's how the West was really won. Watch Wild West Tech every Tuesday night at 10, only on the History Channel.
The killer of Martha Moxley roamed free until the case was re-examined by Mark Furman, the true crime author of Murder in Greenwich. Tomorrow at 8 on the History Channel.
You are watching Jesus of Nazareth on the History Channel.
Tomorrow on the History Channel. After he's out in the field fighting to answer your emails, he returns to home base to train the troops.
No more dropping your little landmines all over my front yard. Stop and give me 25.
Harley trains dogs and warthogs on mail call. Tomorrow night at 10 on the History Channel.
At GMC, we know that payloads don't need to stretch their legs. Listen to XM satellite radio. Enjoy dual climate control, or watch DVDs. But people do. Introducing the new GMC Sierra 1500 Crew Cab. Professional grade engineering. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to.
America's favorite home gym is more affordable than ever. Now you can get the all-new Bowflex Extreme for just $19 a month. That's less than most health club dues. Great results are easy. Just one simple workout, 20 minutes a day, 3 times a week to get in awesome shape. Powerful arms, defined legs, and a toned, sexy core are just a phone call away. Call us for a free DVD or video, or visit us online to get a real Bowflex for just $19 a month today.
You're losing your hair and you haven't tried Avocor yet? Hair loss results from toxic degeneration of the hair follicle caused by the body chemical DHT. Avocor effectively stops hair loss by creating a healthy environment for your hair follicles and stimulates new hair growth. The sooner you start it, the better it will work.
My hair loss is getting to a point where I knew I needed to do something about it. Didn't want to go bald. Just the sinking feeling you get when you start to lose your hair.
Avocor is a great choice. It stops your hair from falling out, it helps restore the good health of your hair follicles, and it stimulates new hair growth. I highly recommend it.
Not only did I get my hair back, but also my confidence.
Avocor's new hair thickening formula instantly improves your hair's appearance the day you receive your order. Just look at the difference. Call 800-339-7671. Avocor is FDA approved to regrow your hair. So call 800-339-7671. That's 800-339-7671.
We're extending our amazing 5 free CDs giveaway. Even we couldn't believe how popular our Video Professor Software Savers offer would be. The phones have been ringing off the hook. Stock has been flying off the shelves. But we want everyone to get a free pack of software. So we're extending this amazing offer, giving you time to call in right now and get a great pack of software for the whole family free. These self-help and informational CDs contain a wealth of knowledge that no home should be without. Take a look at what you get free from household names you know and trust, like Home Depot, American Medical Association, and more. From wallpapering and plumbing to building cabinets, let the Home Depot experts show you how to do all your home improvements. Then create your own home on your PC, repaint, add a new addition, and see it all in a 3D walkthrough. American Greetings treats you to a personal greeting card maker. With hundreds of customizable designs and graphics, you can create your own store-quality greeting cards and save a fortune. Research almost anything in seconds. History, maps, nature, science, geography, trivia, and more. And for medical help for your family, turn to the Family Medical Guide, covering everything from minor scratches and burns to emergency assistance with CPR, shock, bleeding, and heart attacks. It's essential for any home. That's over $100 in free software that turns all this into this. All you pay is $6.95 for shipping and processing. It really is free. Video Professor gives you all this free because we know once you see how these CDs improve your life, you'll come back to us for more great software. You have no contracts to sign and no commitments. Plus, as an added bonus, if you call right now, we'll also throw in an extra free gift. This free typing tutorial uses fun games and tests to improve your typing skills. This special extended offer can't last forever, so make sure you don't miss out. It's free. It's risk-free. Our friendly operators are standing by, so call right now to get your free software pack. To get your free software pack and free bonus CD, you must call now.
Call 1-800-477-8916.
You are watching Jesus of Nazareth on the History Channel.
Yes, sir.
The world depended on them. They depended on each other. Executive produced by Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg. The critically acclaimed, Emmy Award-winning Band of Brothers. Sunday, April 11th at 9 on the History Channel. Give it a hero's welcome.
Well, hello. You're all so beautiful. There's so many of you. I want to start you off. Yeah, I do. I do. I don't want to choose. Do I get choose?
Honey,
huh?
Go on. I'll join you in a minute.
Okay.
It's not a dream. Because now with 3.9% APR for 24 months on every Yamaha motorcycle and ATV, you don't have to choose.
I love you. I love you so much.
The one rule of travel? Anything that can go wrong will. The one exception, La Quinta. Get a great room, a free breakfast, and an affordable price. At every La Quinta, every time. And now get in on our Spring Fever special. For reservations, go to lq.com.
So basically, we've got our work cut out for us. Sales are down.
What's it like to have adult attention deficit disorder, ADD? You often feel distracted, disorganized, restless, unable to finish things. Like the channel keeps changing in your mind and you can't control the remote.
You guys have any thoughts?
If you felt these symptoms your whole life, you may have adult ADD.
What about you, Ann?
A condition your doctor can diagnose and treat.
And?
With prescription Strattera, the first FDA-approved medication for adult ADD. Strattera can help you stay focused so you can get things done at work and at home. You should not take Strattera if you're taking an MAOI or have narrow-angle glaucoma. Tell your doctor if you have a history of high or low blood pressure, increased heart rate, or any heart or blood vessel disease. Common side effects may include dry mouth, menstrual cramps, dizziness, sexual side effects, insomnia, problems urinating, constipation, nausea, and decreased appetite. Ask your doctor if non-stimulant Strattera is right for you, and stay focused.
I'm here with Ryan, and we've got some great Craftsman tools for his projects. Why don't we start with my bike? Okay, I'll get my Craftsman motorcycle jack.
The Fast Action Precision Pump lets you lift up to 1,500 pounds to the exact height you need.
Feels like it glides, doesn't it?
It's loaded with exclusive features and only $99.99.
These bolts are really rounded off. Yeah, they're the originals.
The Craftsman Bolt Out's innovative spiral design grips tight to easily remove damaged bolts, and it works with tools you already own. A 10-piece set, only $29.99.
The jack's doing double duty today, isn't it? Yeah, I'm changing the blade.
This Craftsman 55-piece mechanics tool set is ideal for all kinds of jobs, with 47 easy-to-read sockets. $200 worth of tools, only $49.99.
These Craftsman tools made fast work of your projects today. They always do.
An innovative tool for every project. Ideas for the good life. Craftsman at Sears. Good life, great price.
Where do you get your... Can I ask a few questions about the apartment on Park Street?
What was your name?
My name is Juan Hernandez.
It's been rented.
Hello, my name is Sanjay Kumar. I am calling about the apartment on Park Street.
It's just rented.
My name is Tyrone Washington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street.
It's not available.
I use a wheelchair and...
It's gone.
Hello, my name is Graham Wellington. I'm calling about the apartment for rent on Park Street. Is that still available?
Yes, it is.
What is?
Housing discrimination is illegal. If you think you've been a victim, call us.
Lose fat, increase energy, reshape your body in record time with Fitness Made Simple's new 45-minute fat-burning workout.
There are no tricky dance moves, no high-impact gyrations, just lightweight training done at a heart-pumping cardio pace to build lean muscle and burn pounds of fat.
Work out at home with fitness celebrity John Bastow doing exercises to sculpt your chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs, and abs. Call now or order online at fitnessmadesimple.com.
Fitness Made Simple, bringing real results to real people.
Coming up during our Movies in Time intermission, I'll have a conversation with our guest historians. They'll tell us more about the history behind Jesus of Nazareth. That's all coming up in just a few minutes. Joining me here in the studio during this brief intermission to discuss Jesus of Nazareth are John McGuckin, Reverend Professor of Early Church History at Union Theological Seminary, and W. Barnes Tatum, Professor of Religion and Philosophy at Greensboro College, and the author of Jesus at the Movies, A Guide to the First 100 Years. Gentlemen, again, welcome to Movies in Time.
Thank you.
Let's discuss the special relationship that developed between Simon Peter and Jesus.
The Gospels show that Jesus chose Simon as a very significant disciple. And it even retains the Aramaic word of a nickname that Jesus gave him, Kephas, the rock. And we saw in one of the scenes that once Peter had said that he had faith in Jesus, Jesus went on to say, "You are the rock, and I will build my church upon you." So there's no question that Peter was a very important leader of the Jesus movement, especially after Jesus' death. But the Gospels also show signs of conflict in the leadership after Jesus, and the first record suggests that the leadership was a triumvirate of Peter, James, and John. Very quickly, a disciple appeared on the scene who had never been part of that movement, whom we now know as Paul, and there's some conflict between Peter and Paul. And the fourth Gospel, which is now called the Gospel of John, suggests that the leader of the apostles wasn't any of these people at all, but an enigmatic figure called the beloved disciple. So I think that what we can conclude is that in the generation immediately following Jesus, there was a certain amount of running for positions. And the great names, such as Peter or Paul or the beloved disciple, represent leaders of schools that have Jesus' traditions associated with them. This eventually falls out into the writing of various types of New Testament text.
Professor Tatum, what should we look for in the second half of this episode?
Well, we continue with Jesus' public ministry, with his teaching, and with healings. Now that Peter has been introduced into this, might be an interesting observation to make, obviously, that Peter is central to the ministry of Jesus during Jesus' lifetime. But there are also two other characters that get introduced. One, Mary Magdalene, and I would invite the viewers to see exactly how Mary is portrayed here, because again, in later church tradition, she is depicted as a prostitute. There's really no basis for that in the text itself. On the other hand, we also have introduced Judas, and a lot of discussion as to exactly why one of Jesus' most faithful followers at one point seems to have turned against him.
Okay, we will look for that and much more coming up in the second half of this episode, and we'll continue our discussion at the conclusion of this episode. But first, Jesus of Nazareth continues after this. Stay with
us. The world depended on them. They depended on each other. The Emmy Award-winning Band of Brothers, Sunday, April 11th at 9 on the History Channel. give it a hero's welcome. Brought to you in part by Cisco Systems. This is the power of the network now.
The thrill of white-knuckle driving obviously came from someone with white knuckles.
Great day, let's bring her in.
Formula One inspired Michelin Pilot Series high-performance tires.
Or not.
Michelin, because so much performance is riding on your tires.
Every day for thousands of years, Old Faithful has been, well, faithful. You can almost set your watch by it.
What causes it to stay so regular?
Stay regular with Metamucil Daily Fiber Therapy. It works with you, naturally.
We just can't say.
Get regular, stay regular. The natural way. Now available in powder, wafers, and capsules.
So what can you tell me?
You're wearing a blue shirt. It's corduroy. You have bad posture. It's rainy outside. You look confused. Now you look angry.
Real-time information. Bad idea for psychics. Good idea for online trading. With the Ameritrade Streamer, you get real-time market information with intraday streaming charts and customized alerts.
Now you're leaving in disgust. I'm good.
Sign up now and get 25 commission-free trades. Plus get our 5-second guarantee. Go to ameritrade.com/TV/ or call 888-346-7800.
Universal Orlando Resort, a vacation from the ordinary. Fairy tales and pixie dust not quite your thing? Log on to universalorlando.com for a vacation package that'll blow your mind.
Switch to Dish Network's Digital Home Advantage and get satellite TV in up to 4 rooms of your home, including a digital video recorder. There's no long-term commitment, no equipment to buy, installation's free, and you can get your local channels. The DVR lets you record up to 100 hours of programs without videotapes and can record one live program while you watch another.
I have over 100 hours of recording time.
DVR with movies is the best thing that ever happened.
We don't use videotape at all anymore.
It's nice to be able to fast forward through the commercials.
Pausing's great because now we're not afraid to answer the phone if we're into a show.
You stop, you pause it, you talk, and then you go right back to it.
Call now and get over 60 channels for $29.99 per month, including your local channels, all from Dish Network, home of the lowest all-digital price in America. You also get ESPN, Lifetime, USA, the Discovery Channel, Disney Channel, and much more. Call now and get satellite TV in up to 4 rooms of your home for free, including the Dish Player digital video recorder. Call or visit Radio Shack.
The killer of Martha Moxley roamed free until the case was re-examined by Mark Furman, the true crime author of Murder in Greenwich. Tomorrow at 8 on the History Channel.
You are watching Jesus of Nazareth on the History Channel.